This is the Unit 6 assignment in PA 165, Intro to Torts. In this assignment, you're asked to prepare a memorandum that highlights support for a particular research-based solution to the situation that's described in the fact pattern. So you're going to conduct research on Westlaw, which is accessible via the Kaplan University Library, and it's based on the following hypothetical. The hypothetical is this. We have John Stokely, who is a sales executive for AAA Auto Dealers, a local car dealership, and he often drives to the manufacturing facility, which is about 150 miles from the dealership, to check on new orders. John's employer reimburses him for gasoline, for food and lodging, and provides John with a dealer car to drive while driving to the manufacturing plant. John decided to stop by his cousin's house for dinner. His boss accompanied him on the visit, quote, to get a decent meal for a change, end quote. While on the way there, John collided with and injured a motorcyclist. So, where to begin and what is required? The criteria. Is AAA Auto Dealers liable for John's negligence? That's the question. Research the legal issues surrounding vicarious liability of employers and respondeat superior. You want to research the coming and going rule, research the frolic and detour rules for vicarious liability, reference both primary sources and secondary sources in your research. Examples of primary sources can include cases, statutes, constitutional provisions, and regulations. Examples of secondary resources include law review, journals, treatises, restatements, dictionaries, and the restatement of torts. Your text also is considered a secondary source. So this assignment has two parts. Part 1 is the research log, and it looks just like what this screen has. You're going to answer what primary source did you use. So you would include the case law you found, or the regulation, or the statute. What secondary sources did you use? There you would put your restatement, your textbook, your law review article, that type of source. What search terms did you use for each search? And we know from the previous slide what you want to look for is vicarious liability, respondeat superior, the coming and going rule, and the frolic and detour rule. Then what search method did you use? And by that, did you go terms and connectors? Did you use natural language or easy search? And just simply define what it is you used. And that takes care of part 1 of the assignment. Part 2 is the analysis, and you're familiar with this from your Unit 3 assignment. So this is a memorandum to your immediate supervisor to discuss whether AAA auto dealers are liable for John's negligence based on what you discovered in your research. Be sure to take a position and support it adequately. The memorandum should be 1 to 2 pages in length. Use 12-point Times New Roman font. Double space your memorandum, provide 1-inch margins, cite your sources using APA and Blue Book citation format, depending upon what source material you're using. And the document should be in a Microsoft Word 2003 or 2007 file format.